Hello YouTube watchers, it's your boy Not Bobbledink here. And today we're back for another extra play video. My name's Danta Fanta, and today we are joined by Bobbledink.
Yo yo yo.
JaNinJuice.
Hello and good morning.
And Lucas B.
Hello and good night.
And today we're finally going to solve the cliffhanger of... Is Dragon Shores here?
Is it Dragon Shores?
Okay, we'll pay you the money.
Yes,
Yeah,
the sparkling
bastard.
beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
Well, it jogs your memory that it's not.
Finally, Dragon Shores.
Oh, here we go. We finally gotten to the end of the game. Woo!
It's not the portal to Dragon Shores. Aquaria
Wait,
Towers
why is the
a
portal
lovely
so
place.
small?
Why I have a home there
Oh,
myself.
I
Like-
guess there's an ocean there, so...
I like the implication that Moneybags lives there.
no, he lives in. No, as we find out later on, it's Spooky Swamp he lives.
But he has a home there himself.
Maybe it's a second home. I don't know.
This is not his haiku arc yet.
Could be, though.
Like, well, you never know. With
Well,
him.
we'll find out soon. We'll find out. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Now, does he
So
really need
this
to
is
be
more
one of those
messaging
suits?
from the game, really.
From drinking water to
The
bath
funny-looking
water.
guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back.
I always thought it
unless
looked a bit
someone
like milk.
activates the switches they're guarding.
So did I. That's what I thought when
Well.
I started. Was that
Oh,
why you
no.
giving the seahorse milk? Also, that guy reminds me of the guy from Shell City in the SpongeBob movie.
We
The
made it to
Cyclops
Shell City. We
kidnaps.
rolled the Hasselhoff. And
And
hey,
we brought the crown back.
so I'd like to point out, so Haracoast had SpongeBob, Sunny Beach had Patrick, this level has Mr. Krabs.
Hey, there we go.
So
all comes
This really
full
is
circle.
Nickelodeon.
I can only assume that the next level we go into probably has a squirrel.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's the boss that we end up fighting.
Hey guys, I have a funny joke for you. Why is the ocean a disgusting place? Because the sea weeds.
Why?
Don't forget to get them, Dante, because they are a skill point after all.
Yeah.
That is true.
And what does a skill point get you, other than a life?
It
Sweet
gets
F8.
you
Everything.
everything.
As in nothing.
Shock.
It gets you closer to Dragon Shores
One can
Has
dream.
anybody...
because you have to beat Ripto to get one. You see?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Has anybody ever wanted or even did the thing where you're on a beach, you emerge from the ocean
Speedway.
and you just scream out shark?
No.
I have never done that, no. Do you have something you want to talk about?
Nah. Never done that either. I was just curious if anybody has done it or ever just wanted to do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see you do it now. Maybe that can become a supercharged exhibition race.
Honestly.
Or how far you can, the fastest.
How fast you can empty a beach.
I mean, I don't want to go into I don't want to get into a talk about the laws in Japan, but I've got a feeling that's probably one that's forbidden over there.
Okay.
And there's
if
a
I-
shark in the ocean.
It's
I
okay.
think
If I
yelling in
ever,
public's pretty
Money
much
bags.
frowned upon.
I didn't know you could swim.
Hi, Spyro. You must be tougher than you look.
Well, you can't swim in this
All
water.
the same, you won't be
Oh,
able
Lord.
to get past the metal sharks up ahead. I suppose I could let you borrow
I still
my
don't know why,
modest fee, of course.
like, there's just this random air bubble here and how he gets here.
No
In a
deal.
full suit, no
Suit
less.
yourself.
I always love
Just
how
don't go
this
swimming
must be
through
the
the
highest
tunnel.
area
Those metal
in
sharks are
the
quite
level because it never gets any water even when it's
Nice.
submerged.
But then there's like a whole bit
A
above
pleasure doing
this
business
that's.
with
I
you.
know,
water.
that's what I don't understand.
I guarantee it.
Hey, it's 100% shark brew, but it was also 100 gems.
Hey,
See what you did there, Moneybags?
One gem per percentage point. I'd say that's a good deal. Well, this submarine stayed intact.
I think Moneybags probably just, came in there by the submarine.
Came in like a wrecking ball. Actually, that makes sense.
Oh, he has to
Are
test
those-
these things, doesn't he?
Are those silos meant to be like high-rise flats with those numbers on them, or like what's the deal there?
Yes.
That's why there's so many, because they have to like supply to the market,
Yeah.
Well, the submarine's soaking wet inside now.
That face of that shark it's almost like the same as the metal sharks in this level.
Wow, it's almost like they planned it. Nah.
It would have been a foreshadowing. It would have been a foreshadowing. What was the fact we seen a metal shark when we were in it?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I always thought those sharks were metal based on the sound they make when you kill them.
They are,
Makes
because
me wonder, like,
Moneybags
is
says they
metal
are.
sentient
Yeah.
in this
Oh,
universe?
want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers.
They are metal, because
Remember
Moneybags
us
just
by.
said they were. Yeah.
But it makes me wonder if metal is therefore sentient, or whether living beings can be like composed of metal in this
It
universe.
also makes me
Our
wonder
talisman.
if Ripto. It also makes me wonder if Ripto summoned them.
Oh,
Because
Ripto
his
definitely
role in
summoned
this
them.
game is very confusing, because in the levels in other Spyro games, like Spyro 1, like nasty not like had a massive impact on the world.
Time
But
to
in this game, like
destroy
it's
these
more
sharks.
it's more like subtext in terms of how much of an impact Ripto's had in the world around them, other than
Yeah.
changing the flag in the three respective worlds in the game. That's about it.
I find his whole like character arc is confusing though, because he just turns up and goes, "I hate dragons." Rrr!"
Yeah.
Like my only
you?
logical assumption is, looking outside of the lore for a second, like from a metaphorical standpoint, like Ripto came from obviously the transliteration of Spyro's name in Japanese, or at least the font that was
Yeah.
used. And I wonder if Ripto hating dragons is like subtle like dig at the way Japan just dissed on Spyro as a franchise. And so
could
it's in
see
a way
that,
like
yeah.
Ripto is all of Japan. Except
I
for
don't-
Noriko and JaNinJuice.
It could
So it's
could
not
be a funny
actually all
little
Japan.
dig at the fact that his name only exists because of the Japanese Spyro. Yeah, that's kind of funny that actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially if you consider the fact that it came out the same year as Spyro 1 in Japan.
I mean, honestly, I think that they would have designed the character first, but they just didn't settle on a name. They couldn't think of a name for this character. What name was this character? And then they just saw the Japanese names and thought, Ripto. Ooh, that
that's
sounds
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I just like to think that it's my theory,
Now,
not because it's correct.
a game
because it,
theory.
oh yeah,
overanalyzes
we
it.
swim through the
Yeah,
sea.
fair enough, yeah,
we went from-
absolutely.
We went from Ganasty Gnorc to Ripto. I mean, that's an impressive shift.
Yeah.
But what about this Ganasty Gnorc?
And then they couldn't even think of a name for the source. So they just
Yeah,
said sorceress.
she got like the rough end of the stick there. Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably come to the Who Spyro 3 eventually in this in the XP project. But I'll just
Yes.
say on that note that I think she was called the Sorceress because not just like they just maybe couldn't think of another name for her, but to emphasize that world that we go to in that game is forgotten. We don't know anything about this world, and the person who lives there, we don't know anything about them. Even their own name, we don't know who they are.
It's a good point.
That really emphasizes the fact that it's a strange new world and we have no knowledge of it whatsoever.
Hello.
So you're
Hunter.
saying they sort of called her the sorceress to like re-emphasize the narrative?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
absolutely. Keep the mystery alive. You know?
Well, and luckily as well,
Yeah.
she does kind of have sorcery powers, so I guess it's relative to her abilities, thankfully.
Now I'm pretty sure as well in the next game, Hunter says that he hates to get wet.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, like
So
in this
yeah.
game, he's fine with it. And he's
Either he's just
like,
coping
legs.
really well, or he's a liar, pants on fire. Yeah,
He-
what's
he's
going on
got-
with those flip?
He's got his legs hanging out when he's like meant to be in a full bodysuit.
I like how Hunter
Yeah.
talks about the manta ray as if he's a
Shins.
vehicle.
One thing that I like to point out is where's the oxygen tank?
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Like-
if you've seen the Kenny the Cat episode of SpongeBob, he hides it in his sort of puffy fur.
Here, take
Fair
this
point.
board. I found it in
I mean, let's be
There's an
honest,
overlay for you, Dan.
how is Spyro surviving under water? I guess it could be because
Orb.
Sparks is in a bubble.
It's because we learned how
This
to
is like
swim.
his life
We paid
source.
500 gems for it after all.
Now that the man
Oh, yeah.
paid, I'd
Yeah.
love to get him into racing.
I'm not gonna
Care to
pay
take him through a
500
harder
gems and not learn to breathe underwater.
I
mean,
think maybe the reason why the manta ray hates you, Hunter, is because you treat it like a vehicle, which in other words means you treat it like shit and not a pet.
Don't dent the manta ray.
yeah.
Thank you, Spruno.
So is this really like an animal rights sort of activism game
Yes.
as well?
It is what it is.
Yes. This
Actually,
is
to be
Peter.
fair, it's an indictment of what little regard like Hunter has for other life, because he speaks in other games about wanting to keep one of the baby dragons as a pet. And it's like, why would you tell this to a dragon? You know, that's
He-
surely offensive, right?
You've got real talent.
He's very irresponsible.
Could
He
use a
doesn't
partner
have any
like you.
thought about the
You can have
consequences
the
of
ore I
anything he
found in
does.
my other flipper, too.
That's
It's
why
like-
he forgot his running shoes that time, because he doesn't think ahead.
So imagine this, like you've got like a younger brother or sister who's just been born, and your friend goes up to you just like, "Hey, can I have that as a pet?"
Sorry, pal. I don't have
Literally, that's, you know, I just.
I
I'd
don't
pay
have
good
any
money
new
to see
jobs for you.
Spyro's-
What?
At the
Is he like
moment.
a freelance? Is he a freelance a dragon? Oh,
Hey Spyro, I've got this video project I need editing. It's called X to Play.
Yeah.
Would you mind helping me out?
There's an orb in it for you.
There's an orb in it for you if you can
There's,
get it
yeah,
on
something
before the
for-
deadline.
in it for you. Oh,
There's something
1995 tournament. Yes, please.
Tournament.
99 SC. 2001
I-
SC.
Tournament.
One thing I will say in terms of for Hunter and the dialogue that they give us for
Hey, all gems.
for
2014.
like
Tournament,
saying
let's
like
find my
why doesn't he
arch
just give Spyro the orbs, you know, why don't you just be a friend? I think that they tried their best to make the dialogue make it so that he just happened to find this orb as you were doing the task.
Yeah.
He found it in his
Yeah,
flipper.
absolutely.
And hidden them in the tops of these
It was a
number
very
towers.
convenient
I borrowed some
trick
explosives to blast the doors off
by the developers.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Hunter
exactly.
conveniently had 2 orbs in each flipper. One orb in each flipper. And he conveniently found them after you rode his manta ray.
But G's
If you can make
like
it to
King
the top of
Flippy
the 6
really
numbered
is
towers,
polygonal
my
out
children will be safe.
of all the models in this level.
I don't like King Flippy.
Yeah.
He's my mortal enemy.
He's like Kevin from SpongeBob. Like, it's not actually a hat, and if you tear it off him, yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kevin Cullen's like, they're talking about.
The landlord's gonna
Love
have to
you, man,
fix
by the
that door.
I remember watching the Japanese version
Oh.
of that episode, and
Right.
you know how Kevin calls SpongeBob a loser in that one several times.
Yeah.
Like in
Yes.
the Japanese version, they say "yowamushi," and that translates as the exact same thing, it's the exact same meaning of loser, but direct. If you were to translate it directly, it means weak bug.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So that is a interesting fact there.
Damn, bugs. I mean, that's a pretty strong bug in my opinion if it can live underwater like that. Most of the bugs I've seen underwater don't. I mean, Spider's lucky to live long under it.
Oh my god, I paused the game to check how many enemies in that were left, and look at Spyro's face.
What?
Now
What is going on?
Looks like he's
Something
about
like
to have
Half
a
his
big
body's
head.
disappeared into the metal. Like,
He looked like a bobblehead there for a minute, yeah.
Bobbledink.
Head.
Yeah.
you beat me to
I
it.
knew it.
We're on the same page.
At least you said bobble-dink and not the other word that has been
Oh.
tossed around.
Oh, that word, yeah.
Bubble Dink
Yeah.
out
Drink.
here having a bubble drink.
Yeah, boy. Lads on the sesh.
I mean, all the seahorse in this level wanted was a drink. To be fair.
Ah, why do I keep doing
Yeah,
this?
I gotta say, I must
bubble drink
like
with bubble milk.
must like give credit to the devs of this game for like, you know, in the first game they were very specific of what the fodder is in the level to make it match the theme of the stage. But then you just have this level here where it's just
Fish.
no, we don't have just starfish, you know, we have a sheep with masks.
What's
Yeah.
the issue?
No,
Like,
but the thing is, at least the sheep have a helmet. You know, that's Sandy. Sandy before
Yeah.
shave, there we go.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah,
Also,
all we need now is Mrs. Puff.
Oh, SpongeBob.
has anybody ever done this challenge without taking damage?
I
We
haven't.
did it. Now we can
I was
swim in
close
peace.
to it on
I heard
my
that you were
Healthy
collecting
on
these
my
orbs.
channel.
Please take
Check
this
it out, by the way.
I feel like I've done it before, but I also feel like I probably haven't.
I was in that part. Yes, I remember that.
Oh, it's time.
I almost did it before, but it was
Yeah, not
took
done
damage on the
yet.
sixth one.
Did you get the skill point?
Yeah, I got the skill point.
Okay, you're done.
You're
Yeah, I
done.
was gonna say.
Here comes
We all know
Luke
who's been
as the
watching.
perfectionist, just coming in, making sure that Danta's doing his job perfectly.
You see, ever since we didn't get the hockey skill point, Lucas has been on it. He's like, no, did you get skill point? Did you get skill point?
Oh, come on,
Yeah,
Matt.
he's trying to redeem himself.
Come on, man. The controls are against me.
I swear
It wasn't
letting
me.
you leave.
It wasn't me that. It wasn't me that messed that up, though. Thankfully.
Burn. I think that's a real one.
But look, there's
But I
like
killed them
nuts
all.
and bolts in the fin. So
Ratchet and Clank.
No, that's
Yeah.
not a real one. That's a metal one. Because Moneybags told me it was.
Now we have-
Ah.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have 6 talismans,
Moneybags has
this
never
door will
lied.
open. Okay,
It's
Spyro,
got bolts
jump
on
through
it.
that
Like
hole
it
in
would be
the
pretty
floor
hard
down
for him
to
to
the
lie
Okay,
about that.
Spyro,
I'll
jump
help you
through
by
that
tossing
hole.
sheep through the hole if I can catch
What
them.
are you doing
luck.
to me, Laura?
Okay.
How do you know
when
when he's in danger?
You just do.
Now, cinematic
just-
masterpiece.
it's
Here
time
we
for a
go.
cut.
I met
Cutscene.
you a few hours ago, and you're telling me to
Have
jump in
some
the ground.
vengeance, Spyro. I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There. That's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah, how about 22475? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Get off me! Get off me, you useless baboons! Why can't either of you? Where are we? No dragons. Wonderful.
Crush, go back and pack my bags. We're moving in. Say hello to your new king.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Oh my, oh my! I can't see the switch. I think I've broken my glasses.
Crush, go through the portal, you idiot.
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar, quickly!
No! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now! No! You despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Why didn't you?
I would have gone after him. But didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
I love how the portal in the background doesn't work.
Catch a dragon to
I love how he
That's before
deflects.
Ripto's done anything.
I love how he deflects the question by saying, but didn't you say something about dragons as opposed to actually answering the question?
Good idea. We better go right now.
So
That's
That's
a
the
big brain
equivalent.
move.
I love the
So is
revelation.
Alora telling Spyro this as he's falling down the ground? Couldn't she
Yes.
have told us before we jumped in the hole?
So, I personally love the revelation that Hunter's nearly 50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 22475. Yeah.
But no, it's just that he's literally halfway down the hole. Oh, by the way, before you forget, I need to tell you something. And then all he's hearing is this echo, but he's trying to focus on not.
I need
Dying.
to tell you
Spyro,
about the
by the way,
future! What?
This is what happened before.
Spyro, I have to tell you about the future! What? The future!
I love that in my head,
preface
in my head, I love that Alora's just shouting all this down to Spyro in the hole, and Spyro's just like, couldn't you have told me before I jumped down to face a boss? Like, you know, seems like there was a better time for you to let me know this. Like,
Spyro's
I think
just
what
there
she
like,
did
wow,
was-
this is worst timing. This is a long hole.
yeah.
I think what she did was when Spyro jumped down
Ah!
the hole, she sent
No skill
you
point.
know, a can phone with a really long string.
I'm just
Send it
saying, I
down the
think
hole.
it would have been wiser to tell him this before he jumped so that he could, like, focus on that thing. But that's a good point, Danta. How deep is this hole if, you know, it took the length of that story for him to land? Like,
I'll tell you, it's as deep as it takes to tell a story.
I apologise for not getting
Well,
the
that
skill
story
point.
in
I am
particular.
also a disgrace. But Crush has
we
been
didn't
crushed.
even talk about the fight.
No, Crush! You may have been able to defeat that simpleton, but Gulp will be more than a match for you.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Gulp, come here now! Destroy him and make sure it's painful. What? The roof? Gulp, get me out of here! So long, dragon.
What a wuss.
Spyro, language.
Language.
Eggwich.
In Autumn Plains.
That Ripto has caused enough damage. All his meddling has cost me a fortune.
Love you.
If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. If Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In
What
fact,
piece?
I'd give him a lot more than that. I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that, and that. Boo. Ah! Why you?
And the place turns evil.
Evil!
Reptonia.
Well, that...
Where on earth did Moneybags go to university? I'm thinking
Harvard.
Eton. Well, no, Eton's a school. What am I on about? Like Oxford or something.
I like to imagine
whichever
that...
university.
Wow, look at those number of gems. It's the year.
Ah.
2023 SC.
Ooh, not going in Crystal
Now
Glacier.
we're in the year of the dragon.
Hello, everyone. Crystal Glacier here.
That's funny. That reminds me of that YouTuber. What was their name? Crystal Glacier. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually was called that. Yeah.
Yeah. She appeared in that anniversary thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Along with a bunch of people I'd not heard of. But they should probably go and check out.
Like Canadian guy,
yeah.
I never heard of him.
Oh, and a certain other guy who I think was in episode 1 of this series. Was it Sushi Dragon? Like,
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alright. So, here in Autumn Plains, legally obliged to say this, the soundtrack is awesome.
Yep. And you have to sit at the top of the level and listen to it for 2 solid minutes.
Oh, obviously.
Although we might get copyright struck, so maybe don't do that.
Well...
One thing that will be need to bring up right now is when we first saw Autumn Plains, how did you all feel?
I felt like
remember...
our world was opening up a lot more.
Yeah.
It's probably well, it's definitely my favorite hub world of this game, but for me, it's up there with like Evening Lake in terms of just the mystery and awe and wonder of it all. Like, it truly feels open world and expansive and massive.
It's just got the most levels in the game, which is good.
Yeah, that as well.
When you see a wall surface that looks climbable,
it's got even more levels than the
feels
final
like
one.
the reason there wasn't a 4th level, to be honest.
Yeah.
Use the D-pad to move up and down and press jump again to get off. You can also jump sideways onto another climbable area.
And now
the puppeteering.
We can climb.
Mouth flaps open.
Remember, when you...
The power of the PS1.
Remember, when you see a wall that looks climbable, just jump onto it.
Oh, it was that simple.
I'll be honest though.
It doesn't look climbable. It looks like they've painted black bars on a flat surface.
I'll be honest. The Dreamcast Sonic games had worse lip animations than that.
Yeah. That's Dreamcast. You know, that's different.
It's more powerful than the PS1. That's the problem. It was This is a 32-bit system. That was 126-bit.
Oh really?
Well,
yeah.
Now that we know how to climb, though, let's go check out what we missed.
Oh, nice. JaNinJuice, you were saying?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, when I first came into Autumn Plains, I was playing it with my family, and as soon as we hit Autumn Plains, we were like, "Wow, this place is beautiful." You know, we were just simply in awe about it.
I just remember entering the
You're in Autumn Plains about it. Oh, jokes.
For some reason, I also associate Crystal Glacier with the level Crystal Glacier. I love the level Crystal Glacier. I also associate that with the film Batman Returns because it was literally playing on the TV the exact same time I got up to the level.
Yeah.
Down the stairs to be, because I was using the upstairs TV in my room at the time.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to part 1 of this Let's Play. We are here in Glimmer today. So
yeah,
we're back in Glimmer
this
again.
Is Spyro 2.
Gateway to Glimmer.
Gateway to Glimmer, which makes more sense as a name. Yeah. Can't wait to see the dislikes rolling in after me saying that, but yeah.
But yeah, why are we here?
Don't worry, they got rid of the dislike.
Wow, that looks climbable.
Yeah, very true.
Head on up the ladder.
Yay! Base whiskers.
And hopefully...
And you get some.
Oh, that is not all the
easy
gems.
10 gems though.
Oh wait, we missed quite a few gems before. I don't know
That's
what we
because
missed.
that's because you still have to.
Oh,
that's
we'll
a
find
good
out.
point. Where are the last ones?
You've got the Superfly power-up active. Now you can light the gem lamp.
It was me that did this level.
It was, wasn't it?
Let's light the gem lamps.
I liked it.
It was like
The
such a long time ago.
Oh,
yeah,
it's 'cause then we've got
they're
that
up here.
platform.
They are up there. Yeah, they are up there.
You see,
Got that.
I don't ever think of this platform as being one you have to return to because you can easily get it with the outside Superfly. So, yeah, I just never think of it.
Very, very true.
That's true.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were going to have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here, somebody mix this orb in with a baseball.
Imagine how badly that would have gone.
You guys play baseball?
Yeah,
Wait, where's
baseball.
this mini game? Is there like a secret portal they're not showing us?
Oh,
to like a
I
separate
really hope so.
area, maybe?
I would love to play
thing
Spyro Baseball spin-off.
One thing I would like to say in terms of what his first piece of dialogue when we first talked to him for that mission is I like how his tone of his voice implies that...
I did not mean to talk to him again.
Hey, got a talisman.
Yay!
I like how his voice implied that we already did the outside gem lamps.
Oh,
yeah.
There's gems up there still.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought Lucas got those.
Apparently not.
He bolted. He left them unbolted.
That'll be the last one then, surely. Oh.
Nope,
no.
2 more.
Ah, 2 more.
Oh.
Ah, the cursed playthrough where you miss 2 gems in the whole level. You have to search every nook and cranny.
Oh, not
Inside?
here.
Use the gem navigator.
Yeah, because we get that now, don't we?
I think it might be
No,
the
you
start.
get that on from the start of the game, which is like strange because they obviously
From the start of the game. What?
yeah.
Since when?
Which it's always been a thing in Spyro 2. You can just get it from the start of the game. Try it, Danta.
It is
Oh yeah, no, I'm
technically a
currently
cheat.
using it.
Is it?
Not really.
Yeah.
How's it a cheat?
Because-
I remember it being in the manual.
Is it in the manual?
Yeah.
I thought you only. I only noticed it when I read it off a cheat.
Oh,
website.
right here.
Oh, but
See, I think
we know.
I think it works better in the next Spyro game where it's like a reward
And
for
would you look at
defeating
that?
a Spark
An intro
level.
cutscene.
You
But
could
to
see.
be honest, I think it. Oh yeah, that's true. We never did see this. Yeah.
As fun fact, guys, this cutscene only plays when you visit Glimmer a second time.
Yeah. So I love that little cart goes over. It's like,
That
oh,
was
okay,
great.
it's safe to get out that. Blah!
No, you can tell they're really inspired by Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
What a rush.
So, I think like they probably should have done it like that in Spyro 2 with with the gem navigator. But better late than never, I guess. Because Spyro 3 did a good job of bringing back abilities that were established in this game, and including the head bash as well. But they obviously realised that they didn't introduce the gem navigator very well in this game by just having it in the manual, which by this point nobody was reading the manual.
What's the manual?
Yeah, that's how they get. Manuel was the name of the guy in Faulty Towers.
Yeah.
Thought you'd appreciate that.
And now we're going back to the beach. Man, it's like we were just here yesterday.
Dragon Shores.
And you know,
I know,
Manuel
right?
from Faulty Towers.
Dragon Shores. Woohoo!
You know, Manuel, he knows his alphabet quite well. And because when you ask him, what is the 11th letter of the alphabet, the English alphabet? And he replies, K.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's
it's-
climb this ladder
isn't it?
because we didn't show it off last time, so there we go. We've shown off the ladder. Which
Yeah,
actually,
this is how you're supposed to do it.
which actually provides something very interesting when you think about it, as don't even have to open that door
Right
now.
here.
Yeah.
We're leaving the turtles behind. But that's fine
So
because
we've
we're not
just
even
tra-
here to rescue the turtles today.
We've traded one skip for another.
What?
So.
Exactly.
We're here to save these turtles, which matter more apparently.
Hello, young
One of
one.
our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him.
Turtle soup.
Oh yeah, turtle soup. Not really. Shout out to TK.
Shout out to TK, who does not like turtle soup.
Yeah.
This should be the gems.
And Curler Pro, just because he's a legend.
No, we're also missing 2 gems.
Ooh, okay, never mind. I mean, I never miss a gem except for when I did that. So.
You know-
That's the LP crust, you think?
I want these gems first.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see
be
where
nice
these
about
are.
it because it happened to me. But anyway.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm here, to clean up your mess.
There we go. Danta can be the sanctimonious one. Because
Exactly.
he got all his gems. Well, they didn't get them all in Autumn Plains.
I personally
Oh,
think it'll
yeah,
be
see-
more interesting if we do Autumn Plains as we go along. You
There
know,
may have been a
discover the
2-gem
world
here,
as we go.
actually, 'cause-
There we go.
Yeah.
Ah,
There it is.
Although I would have thought it would have been
that's a
above
very
that.
good excuse.
Because technically I missed like 500 gems.
Yeah,
Like-
very true. Very true.
It's not even 500, every level was 400 gems. Like, it's like more like 250 I missed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I think those guys are another form of duck.
What a prick.
It's a duck. I think
well,
you've got to find a station for that.
Prick you. He does prick you to
Yeah.
hurt you, right enough.
Very good soup.
Master
If
Chief?
I can catch them.
Thought you'd
You can
enjoy
try
that
to
one.
say them if you like, but I'm feeling awfully hungry.
Are they Pokemon?
Excuse me, sir, where is your green armor? I thought you were Microsoft's mascot.
Do you know MasterChef was a show on BBC at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So, yeah.
I didn't know the guy was, and the guy from that show was like,
Ah,
game.
not going
Yeah.
to around this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the very,
Yeah,
very
that's
American
John
Insomniac
Turok.
watched
Yeah.
like that TV show.
Fun
Yeah.
fact, this round of turtle soup can be beaten
Well, to be
with
fair,
Device
they-
rescuing 2 turtles.
So, you saved a few turtles.
They did
Now, where
name a
those came
character
from?
after
Here,
a
take this
British
all,
journalist,
go
so,
away.
you know, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Like the cycles in this like are really dependent on how fast you do it. I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's strange, but I like it.
yeah. Interesting.
Gives you a
It
challenge to work
continues on
towards.
to this one as well.
I thought the number
It
would have been
happens.
predetermined.
I think in the
This is
second
one where
round
like
it is.
the. This is one where like the reignited really had a big difference in the camera angle as well. I think the camera angle here makes it more challenging
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Like, I don't know which one's better,
I feel-
because in Reignited it's technically better, but this one makes it feel more like a challenge, like you said.
Yeah, it feels more like an intimidating obstacle, or like, you know, there's like a more
I
imminent
like it
threat.
here. Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest, I prefer it
Yes.
here
I
because
think
you know,
Reignite-
in Reignited, yeah, the camera is behind Spyro.
You
I'll just
said
say after
every
this.
little on the
There we go.
beach. Here, take this. I was gonna use it to buy potatoes, but now I don't.
They're not rats. They're turtles.
No, I don't need it.
And so
I
yeah,
accidentally said that.
Reignited version, like yeah, the camera's behind the player, but in that perspective, it really makes it too easy as a challenge.
Yes,
Like, the
yeah.
challenge
Yeah.
was taken away from it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem with it because in theory, like you've got a good idea, but it unfortunately, like where's the challenge? And I think this game, it's quite easy just to beat in general. So having moments like that is good because it breaks it up. For me, it means you're not it kind of keeps you on your toes at times. It's not it's not the easy game that it always seems to be on the outside, and I like that.
My
Yeah.
biggest gripe was it felt like Reignited oftentimes didn't understand what made the original challenges so like enjoyable
Engaging,
and
yeah.
rewarding
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although,
Not to say it's a
interestingly,
bad game by any means.
Crystal Popcorn was still kind of hard on it, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
It just seems to be one of those
There was
challenges.
no way to make that easy though.
Yeah, there
Well,
was.
It's true, yeah.
One thing though, as well, like like
Oh no, there's
another
a locked
challenge
door.
that is similar to Turtle Soup
Ooh.
is the ballerina protection mission in Spyro 3.
Yeah.
That is still a little challenging, it can be.
Yes.
But
Yes,
it still suffers the same thing as Turtle Soup does, where they take most
like
of the challenge out of it.
And I actually think the camera in that one, the original Spyro 3, that is, I really think that added dynamism to that one, because on paper that actual mission's kind of monotonous, but when she put like the camera right above, in a skewed angle for the player, like it really adds a sense of dynamism. Like you don't know when the goalkeepers are going to come out and will bash Nancy.
Yeah, 100%.
That's basically there's a sense of surprise added to it.
Yeah.
I think to bring a nice parallel around things, we started the video by lowering a wall. Let's end the video on top of a wall.
Yay, there we go.
Hey. Full
Make
circle.
Spyro great again.
I've almost got half of the progress done in Autumn Plains, and we can see more of Autumn Plains next time alongside some of the levels, I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
So
we can't wait.
Absolutely.
Join us next
I'm looking
time.
forward to it.
What level will we
Sure.
see? Will we see some on the lower floor? Will we see some on the above floor? Or will we go past that secret locked door that's definitely not a secret, it's definitely intended progress, but still?
It'll
Find
be in
out-
order because I am a basic bitch. But goodbye.
That's fair.
See ya.
Find out in the next exciting episode of Square to Charge X.
Extra play.
Follow
Next
us
play.
on X. Twitter.
No. Twitter. Only Twitter.
Twitter to play.
Not X, just Twitter. Bye-bye.